Standing here in front of a now empty Qualcomm Stadium, but about an hour after what will definitely prove to, I think, be one of the what may prove to be the defining victory of Steve Sarkisian and his rebuilding program. This could be the game, maybe like the '78 Rose Bowl, that people look back at when a new era of Husky football was born. And talked to Coach Sarkisian on the field briefly after the game, and he talked about the thing he was most proud of was how the game was won, that it was a physical brand of football, the kind of thing he wants this program to start to become known for. And as I flip through the stat sheets really quickly, you see that Washington rushed for 268 yards and held Nebraska to 91. And that is as big an upset about this game as anything else, that they just lined up and pushed Nebraska all over the field. And after what we had seen Nebraska do 3 months ago, it was hard to fathom that they would do it that way. I know I certainly did not think that was how that would develop. So that's, for Husky fans, especially Husky fans who cherish the way Husky football used to be, that has to be the most glorious stat of the night. Is seeing that. A couple of other quick impressions, obviously, are Jake Locker did not have a statistical night passing the ball, but what a great way for him to go out overall. And he, kind of the guts he showed, escaping from pressure again and again. You kind of saw the way he could have been, I think, all season had circumstance been a little different, just in the way he was able to create plays with his feet. And then Chris Polk, what an amazing game for him. And maybe it's going to get lost a little bit in the way the defense played and the attention that always kind of goes with Jake Locker. But that was 177 yards, the second best game of his career after 284 against Washington State. And that's just a couple game total there, but especially doing it against a team like Nebraska, with the reputation they have and the defense they have. And then obviously the last word on the defense, what an unbelievable performance by them, and what a great scheme put together by Nick Holt. It may take a few days to kind of try to decipher exactly what they did do. The players talked about a couple things. It was they really kind of charged the gaps on them. They really wanted to just fill the rushing gaps immediately, not let any openings create, and really handle their own assignments, which has been the really big issue the last time, and this time guys felt like they did that. It seemed like they kind of spread it out a little bit. They didn't let Taylor Martinez get outside at all. That was a real thing, was to make those guys run inside if they were going to run anywhere, not let them get outside and down the sideline. So they did a better job of that this time. They simply tackled better as well. I mean, it was simply a much better fundamental team than we had seen at other times. They didn't create a lot of penalties. They didn't have any turnovers. They won the game by doing the simple, basic, fundamental football things, and that's kind of what the Husky way was for 20, 30 years back when people remember how the program became, and that's kind of what they did tonight. So that'll probably be what people really remember from this game.